In today's video, we are talking about something very important: common mistakes that stress parrots, often without the owner even realizing it. Many bird keepers truly love their parrots and want the best for them. But sometimes, small daily habits or setup choices can cause stress, even when our intentions are good. Parrots are very intelligent and sensitive birds. They react not only to food and space, but also to noise, routine, environment, and how we interact with them. Welcome back to Dream Birds Aviary. I hope you and your birds are all doing well today. Parrots are very intelligent and sensitive birds. They react not only to food and space, but also to noise, routine, environment, and how we interact with them. The problem is, parrots don't tell us directly when something is wrong. Instead, they show stress through behavior, like screaming, panic flying, aggressive moments, or refusing food. In this video, I'm not here to blame anyone. This is not about saying you're doing things wrong on purpose. This video is about awareness. Once you understand these common mistakes, you can easily fix them and create a calmer, happier environment for your birds. Everything I'm sharing today is based on real experience from my open aviary, not theory. These are things I've seen many times with Budgies, Alexandrine Parrots, Indian Ringnecks, Cockatiels, and other parrots. So if you've ever wondered why your parrot suddenly screams, why it looks nervous or unsettled, or why behavior changes without a clear reason, this video will really help you. Let's start with the first common mistake, and I'll explain it clearly. One of the most common mistakes that stress parrots, without people realizing, is too much noise and sudden disturbance around them. Parrots have very sensitive hearing. Sounds that feel normal to us, like loud talking, shouting, TV volume, tools, or sudden bangs, can feel overwhelming to them. In an aviary or home setup, repeated loud noise keeps parrots on constant alert. When birds don't feel calm, they cannot fully relax, eat properly, or rest well. Sudden movements can also cause stress. Quick hand movements, people rushing past the cage, or children running close to the birds can make parrots feel threatened. A stressed parrot may scream more often, panic fly, freeze on the perch, or become nervous around people. Many owners think the bird is being noisy or naughty, but in reality, it's reacting to stress. This doesn't mean you must keep complete silence. It simply means being aware of your birds and creating a calm, predictable environment around them. By keeping noise levels steady and movements slow, parrots feel safer and more confident in their space. Another very common mistake that stresses parrots is having no consistent daily routine. Parrots feel safe when they know what to expect. They rely on routine for feeding, light, rest, and quiet time. When food is given at different times every day, lights are turned on and off randomly, or activity around them keeps changing, parrots can feel confused and insecure. This uncertainty creates stress because the bird doesn't know when food will come, when it's time to rest, or when things will suddenly change. A stressed parrot may show this by screaming at random times, pacing back and forth, becoming restless in the evening, or refusing food. Many owners don't realize this because they think flexibility is fine. But for parrots, predictability equals safety. Simple consistency helps a lot. Feed around the same time daily. Keep a regular light-dark cycle. Allow quiet time in the evening. When parrots have a steady routine, they relax, behave better, and feel more in control of their environment. Another common mistake that causes stress in parrots is not having enough space, or having a cage or aviary that is poorly set up. Parrots are active birds. They need space to move, stretch their wings, change perches, and choose where they feel comfortable. When space is too small, or when perches, food bowls, and toys are all crowded into one area, parrots can feel trapped. This lack of choice creates frustration and stress. In shared spaces, limited room can also lead to chasing, fighting, guarding food bowls, or nervous behavior. Even in a bigger aviary, poor layout can still cause stress. If everything is placed in one corner, birds may compete for the same spots. A good setup should include multiple perches at different heights, food and water bowls in more than one place, clear flight paths, quiet resting areas. When parrots have space and options, they feel more in control. This sense of choice helps them stay calm, confident, and relaxed. Often, stress is not about the bird's personality, it's about the environment we provide. Another very common mistake that stresses parrots, and many people don't realize it, is providing only one food bowl for multiple birds. Even bonded parrots can feel stressed when there is limited access to food. Some birds are naturally dominant, while others are shy and gentle. When only one bowl is available, dominant birds may control the food, shy birds may wait, avoid eating, or eat in a hurry. Tension and chasing can slowly develop. This creates hidden stress that is not always obvious at first. A stressed parrot may eat too fast, guard the bowl, lose weight, or become nervous around feeding time. Many owners think food sharing means everything is fine, but that's not always true. True comfort comes from choice, not competition. The simple solution is, provide more than one food bowl, place them in different areas. Do the same for water bowls. This gives every bird the freedom to eat calmly, without pressure. When parrots feel secure around food, their behavior improves, stress reduces, and the whole aviary feels more peaceful. Another very common mistake that stresses parrots is disturbing them during eating or resting time. Parrots need to feel safe when they eat. If birds are constantly disturbed while feeding, by people coming too close, putting hands in the cage, moving bowls, or trying to interact, it can create anxiety. A stressed parrot may stop eating suddenly, rush its food, fly away from the bowl, or become defensive. The same applies to resting and quiet time. Parrots need moments in the day when they can relax without interruption. Many owners don't realize this and think they are bonding by being close all the time. But sometimes, giving space is the best care. Healthy parrots should be able to eat without fear, rest quietly on a perch, and feel undisturbed in their safe spots. The best approach is to observe from a distance, avoid sudden movements, and let birds finish eating or resting before interacting. When parrots feel respected and undisturbed, their stress levels drop and trust increases naturally. Another common mistake that stresses parrots, often without owners realizing, is too much handling or forcing interaction. Parrots are social birds, but that does not mean they want constant touching or interaction. Each bird has its own comfort level, personality, and mood. When parrots are forced to step up, touched too often, or handled when they are not ready, they can feel pressured. This pressure creates stress, even if the owner's intention is love or bonding. A stressed parrot may pull away or lean back, try to bite, scream, or avoid coming near people. These are not signs of a bad bird, they are signs of discomfort. True bonding happens when parrots choose interaction. A comfortable parrot will approach on its own, stay relaxed, and show curiosity rather than fear. It's important to read your bird's body language, respect when it wants space, and allow interaction to happen naturally. Giving parrots control over when and how they interact builds trust. When birds feel respected, they become calmer, more confident, and less stressed over time. Another common mistake that stresses parrots, and is often overlooked, is lack of mental stimulation. Parrots are highly intelligent birds. When they don't have enough to do, they become bored, and boredom quickly turns into stress. A bored parrot may scream for attention, chew destructively, pace back and forth over preen feathers, or show sudden behavior changes. Many people think food and space are enough, but parrots also need mental activity. Mental stimulation does not mean constant toys or noise. It means giving parrots simple foraging opportunities, natural perches, safe items to chew, and time to explore their environment. Even changing perch positions slightly or offering food in different ways can help keep their mind active. When parrots are mentally engaged, they feel more balanced and relaxed. A busy mind helps reduce stress and prevents many unwanted behaviors. Another very common mistake that stresses parrots, without people realizing, is poor sleep and lack of proper quiet time. Parrots need good, uninterrupted sleep to stay calm and healthy. When birds don't get enough rest, their stress levels increase, and behavior problems often appear. A tired or stressed parrot may scream more than usual, become aggressive or irritable, refuse food, or act restless in the evening. Many things can disturb a parrot's sleep, such as lights left on late, TV or loud noise at night, people moving around constantly, or no clear day-night routine. Parrots naturally need darkness and quiet to rest properly. In the wild, they settle as the sun goes down and wake with daylight. To reduce stress, it's important to provide a calm, quiet environment in the evening. Keep a regular sleep schedule, allow enough darkness at night. When parrots sleep well, they wake up calmer, more confident, and better able to handle daily activity. Good rest is not a luxury for parrots, it's a basic need. The final and one of the biggest mistakes that stress parrots is ignoring early warning signs. Parrots rarely become stressed overnight. Most of the time, they show small signs first, but these signs are easy to miss or ignore. Early stress signs can include eating a little less, sitting quietly in corners, avoiding other birds, sudden behavior changes, feathers held tight to the body. Many owners think these signs are nothing serious and wait too long to react. When early signs are ignored, stress builds up. Over time, this can lead to screaming, aggression, feather problems, panic, flying, or health issues. The key to good bird keeping is early observation. By watching your parrots daily and noticing small changes, you can fix problems before they become serious. Simple adjustments, like changing bowl positions, reducing noise, improving routine, or giving more space, can make a big difference. Parrots communicate through behavior. When we listen early, we prevent stress instead of reacting to problems later. Before we finish, I want to quickly talk about something very important: how to reduce stress once you notice it. The good news is, most stress in parrots can be reduced with small, simple changes. You don't always need expensive items or big changes. One of the first things to do is slow down around your birds. Move calmly, speak softly, and avoid sudden actions near the cage or aviary. Next, look at your setup carefully. Ask yourself, do the birds have enough space? Are food and water bowls easy to access? Is there a quiet resting area? Sometimes just adding an extra perch, moving a bowl, or creating a calm corner can make a big difference. Another important point is observation. Spend time watching your parrots without interfering. Notice how they eat, rest, and interact with others. Parrots often tell us what they need through behavior, we just need to listen. Routine also plays a big role. Keeping regular feeding times, consistent lighting, and quiet evenings helps parrots feel secure. And finally, remember that patience is key. Stress does not disappear overnight. When changes are made gently and consistently, parrots slowly relax and regain confidence. Reducing stress is not about control, it's about understanding, respect, and balance. Before we finish, there's one more important point I want to share: the importance of daily observation and really knowing your own birds. Every parrot is different. Even birds of the same species can react differently to the same environment. That's why it's important not to compare your birds too much with others online. What matters most is understanding what is normal behavior for your own parrots. Spend a few quiet minutes each day just watching them. Notice how they eat, where they like to sit, who they stay close to when they are most active or calm. These small details help you recognize changes early. When you know your birds well, you can tell the difference between normal mood changes and real stress or discomfort. This helps you act early and prevent bigger problems. Observation doesn't mean interfering, it means watching, learning, and adjusting your care when needed. Good bird keeping is not about perfection. It's about attention, patience, and understanding. When you truly know your birds, stress becomes easier to prevent and manage. Before we finish, let's just take a calm moment to observe the birds together. Sometimes, the best way to understand parrots is not by talking more, but by watching quietly. Notice how they move around the aviary, how they choose where to sit, and how they interact with each other. You might see one bird eating calmly, another resting on a perch, or two birds sitting close without tension. These quiet moments tell us more than words ever can. Bird keeping is not about rushing or forcing results. It's about creating an environment where parrots feel safe enough to be themselves. When we slow down and give them space, parrots respond with calm behavior, confidence, and balance. So while you're watching this part of the video, take it as a reminder to slow down, observe more, and trust the process. Often, less interference leads to better behavior. Thank you so much for watching today's video at Dreambirds Aviary. I hope this video helped you understand how small, everyday mistakes can cause stress in parrots, and how easy it is to prevent them with the right care. Remember, parrots show us how they feel through their behavior. When we slow down, observe, and make small improvements to their environment, we create a calmer and happier life for them. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps me continue sharing real aviary experience and practical bird care advice. If you have any questions or want to share your own experience, feel free to leave a comment below. I always enjoy learning from other bird lovers. Take care, stay blessed. Now I'll leave you to enjoy the natural bird sounds, and I'll see you in the next video.